Hey guys, I don't know where to start with this, but I had the weirdest dream, and okay, here's what happened. So, this was not in my dream, but this woman was. I don't know why. And she was telling me things. So, it all starts outside a train station, and there's these barriers where I couldn't get in, so I had to go around the grass and then get into the train station that way. And there's this man waiting for me in the train station. He's wearing black. Looks like this. So, I come running up to him and I said, "Oh, I made it. I'm here." He goes, "Oh, good, you're here." He said, "The others are running late. There should be a few minutes." So we just stand there. I don't say it to each other. Uh, these three appear, and the woman comes right up to me like an old friend, like she knows me, and saying, "Oh, how are you? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well." And then she dismisses the two guys, and then they go off, and then they start arguing with each other about being late, and he was stuck on his own with me and stuff like that. And the girl leans in and says, "Soon we're going to share our blood with everyone, with all of you, and give it out freely." I pause for a minute and think in my head, what is she on about? She's nuts. So jokingly I say to her, "Oh, Mormons for you." But she replied, she was adamant. She said, "Oh no, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that at all." And then grabs my arm and then starts escorting me out. And the guys join me on the side. And then as we were walking out, I kept saying to her, "Well, if you want to share your blood with everyone, that's fine. But I need mine. I'm not sharing my blood with no one. I might need it one day." And she didn't say anything. She just smiles and was like, "Let's keep going." So we walk outside and I look up and it was like, bam! I saw this constellation. It was beautiful, just clear. 4 points with a gold one just on the side and one on the top, and there was like a ribbon of stars at the bottom. And then I looked down where we were going to be heading. There was like a promenade, and you could see all the stars, like no atmosphere. And then the stars were low and bright, beautiful. And then there was like a nebula, and you had these white orbs that were zipping around like traffic. So we started walking down, and then some of the orbs are in formation, some are in 3, some in 5, that's flying over us. And then she starts trying to talk to me, but I'm just so blown away by everything. I'm just looking up, I'm just ignoring her completely. So she grabs my hand, and when she grabs my hand, it's like a, I don't know, like an energy or feeling or something. And then starts telling me things. Things are going to happen. Things can happen in the future. And fortunately, I can't remember what it was she told me. I only know my answers. So she said one thing, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that's interesting." And she told me another thing, and I thought, "Wow, that's amazing." And she told me something else, and I'm like, "Wow, that's incredible." And then the feeling inside was building up, like, it felt like the night before Christmas, before Santa Claus came. You get all excited and stuff. It felt like that. I got so excited by the end that I grabbed the guy's hand, and I'm holding both their hands and I'm swinging them back and forth, and then I start singing. I start singing about happiness and how everyone's gonna be happy, and then boom, I wake up singing this song. And anyway, so I get a piece of paper because this is all in my mind, and I draw that constellation. It was just clear, 4 points, 1 point at the bottom, a ribbon going across, and then a gold one to one side slightly. So I put it into Grok, and Grok comes up that this is Ophiuchus. Now, I have no idea what any of this means. I've never heard of Ophiuchus before. But apparently, Ophiuchus appears in the night sky between the November 29th and December 17th. And this happened on November 27th, just before this all started. So the story of the Serpent Bearer centers on the Greek healing Apocalypse, son of Apollo, who learned medicine from the centaur Chiron, could bring people back to life using venomous snakes and blood, upsetting Hades and the natural order of things, which led to Zeus striking him down with a thunderbolt, but then placing him in the heavens in Ophiuchus, symbolizing healing, rebirth, often describing holding the constellation of the serpent. So when I was googling, looking up Ophiuchus and things about it, prompt underneath, the next prompt said Ophiuchus Starseed. So I click on it, and then this image pops up, and I was blown away, because they had these angular features that I couldn't get the AI to recreate. You know, their like chin and their jawline and their cheeks had these angular features, and the woman's eyes. The woman's eyes were exactly like this being's eyes. It was so kind, and it felt like the gold star in Ophiuchus, Ophiuchus Beta, cerebelli, I think it's called. That's important. That was like, out of all of it, that was the one that they wanted me to focus in on. I don't want to say any of this means, but that's what happened. There are some other things that I don't think I can talk about yet, but maybe one day I will. But what do you think, guys? 'Cause I had no idea. It was nuts.